Hello. In this short movie, I would like to present two types of constructions of the medicine drums that we are building in the metaphoric tools workshop. Also the same two types of constructions that are available to handmade, each one for himself, herself, during the Birth of the Medicine Drum workshop, which I'm guiding usually about 3-4 times a year here in Poland, in the north of Poland, which is a profound work of 4 days immersion into the natural rhythm, into the rhythm of my heart and the relationship with my heart and with the drum. So, there are two types of constructions, as I said before, and the first type is the so-called traditional drum, and I call it traditional because traditionally in most native cultures the so-called shamanic drums were made in a way that the hide was directly sewn onto the hoop, onto the rim, and usually they would use also natural rawhide to make all the tension. I'm now using these ropes because of technical reasons. They are far more stable in sustaining the right tension of the membrane and far more stable in the context of natural conditions, and far more durable as well, because what happens to the natural hide ropes, they tend to harden and then at some point they crack. So in this type of a construction there is no possibility of tuning the drum itself, because the tension is done kind of once for lifetime, let's say. It's still very stable and very high tension, and for me, on an energetical level, it creates a more direct sound, a sound that goes more straight to the point without much colors, and that is a result of a hide directly encompassing the wooden rim. So this is a small drum, 30 centimeter, and this is the sound. The second type of construction is the so-called tunable drum, and the difference is that the hide is sewn onto the metal rim, which is here, and then this metal rim is actually pulled through the ropes that are connected to this bigger circle, and based on this relation, this web of ropes is creating a possibility to create an extra tension by kind of twisting these pairs of rope. There's a whole movie on YouTube and on Facebook showing exactly how to do it, but the point is that you can actually work with this drum, with its sound, within certain limits. And so, if it's, for example, super humid, then you can tune it. But that is requiring work. Some people prefer having a, let's say, non-maintenance drum, and some people like to work with the instrument because that is also creating an opportunity to sit with it, to feel it, to create a relation on a different level. And for me, what happens with the sound in this construction, it's not a 100% always is like this, but it's a tendency that since there is more space between the wooden rim and the hide itself, it creates kind of an extra space in the resonance, and this extra space creates more aliquots, more colors that go different ways, and kind of more echo, you could say. And that can be useful and that can be not useful. It's not like one is better, one is worse. It's rather than that it is a specific kind of energy, and depending what you need from the sound, you decide based on that. And of course, I'm aware that well, some of you have never had a drum in your hands, and then how to decide and what do I need. So either it comes from intention or it simply comes from the sensation and this possibility of tuning or not. Because in both cases, natural hides, they do work with the environment, which means when it is humid, the hide stretches from the water, and the result of this that the sound is going lower, 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 until in the extreme cases the hide can go like completely flat and is not workable in the sound wise context. So the sound of this tunable drum is like this, also 30 centimeters. So these are the main differences between these two drums. Also, as you can see, they are held differently, and I do say that the handle of a traditional one is super comfortable and it's very in the very center. And still, I sometimes use the and have been using most of the time in the past the tunable drum. And for me, still the most important thing is the relation to the sound. As far as the weight is concerned, the weight is more or less the same, because in the traditional drums the wooden rim is thicker because it is needing to sustain a bigger tension and a direct tension going from the ropes. In this drum the wooden rim is a bit thinner because the tension is partly spread on the metal rim, but there is a metal rims and there is the metal rim, and that is making kind of the weight itself almost the same. I hope you will find this instructive and helping you to make your own decision, what you need, how you feel, and invite inviting you to also look into the gallery, in the albums, in the Facebook. There is a whole description. There are many close-up photos, so you can have a look there. If you need more information, you are very welcome to contact us. So wishing you a beautiful day, and thank you.